Yo guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my entire Charizard collection. Now I've been collecting ever since I was a kid, and I got some pretty rare cards. And well listen, this collection has taken me way too long to complete, and even though it's not complete yet, I just want to show you guys where I'm at. So let's hop straight into this. So yo, starting things off, I got a binder right here full of cards. I've been working on this for a pretty long time, and I don't just have a binder full of Charizards, I got a bunch of slabs and a bunch of other things, but I thought this would be a good start because this is where most of my newer stuff is. But yo, check this thing out. Right here, we got the first page. Now, all these Charizards aren't in any order right now. I just kind of throw them in there as I go. And pretty much my main goal is I want to collect like the whole English Master set of Charizards. You can see some Japanese cards here and there. But for the first page, we got a ton of Charizard EXs and some other Charizards like you see up top right here. Let me flip the page really quick. Boom. You might be able to tell that I've been collecting for a little bit. At this point, this is like the only Pokemon that I really want to collect. I do want to end up grading a lot of these, but I just haven't had the time to send them in yet. But that's coming soon. I'm going to end up grading pretty much probably all these. I just love the artwork on all these Charizard cards. Like, yo, check this guy out right here. Charizard GX. I love this card. Even though it's kind of common, it's a promo, I just think it's so sick. The artwork on pretty much every Charizard card is just why I want to collect it. I'm not really too huge on the Detective Pikachu Charizard right here, but I mean, hey, I'm trying to collect every single Charizard card out there. I'm getting kind of close. I'm not exactly there yet, but we're getting there. Of course, I got some older stuff in here. Most of my older stuff is graded, like right here. We got the Evolutions Charizard, some from Celebrations. We got this Mega Charizard EX right here from Evolutions. This is a super sick card. I'm pretty sure I actually pulled this one out of a pack too. Also, if you guys can tell on the condition on this boy, this thing is kind of jocked. There's a crease in the card in like a few different places, and well, listen, I do care about the condition of the cards, but at the same time, I'm just trying to collect them all right? Condition does not mean everything, even though, I mean, technically it does, but at the same time, I'm just collecting them to collect them. We got a few Rainbow Charizard V-Stars up here at the top. These ones I'm for sure I definitely pulled. We got the Radiant Charizards down here at the bottom, and a Zard from the Trainer Art Gallery. Now, I've been working on this collection for I couldn't tell you how long, but recently for the past, I don't know, 2-3 years, I've been really buying a bunch of cards heavily. That's pretty much when I decided I wanted to collect the entire English Master set, which if you think about it, it sounds like it would be easy, maybe, but no. There is a lot of Charizard out there in the world. Even when it comes to something like this, right? Those are the same card. No, they're not. This one right here is a promo. This one's not. It's like little tiny detail, and all it comes down to is a tiny little star at the bottom. I mean, there's so many different details that you gotta look out for. This one's pretty sick. This is the Metal Charizard card. This one is actually metal. Like, so sick. The condition and centering isn't the greatest on this thing. These things are super hard to grade. In a PSA 10, they're going for too much. PSA actually stopped grading these for a while, which made the price go extremely high on them. Only because they were like fitting in the plastic weird, but they actually recently opened up submissions again for grading these, which kind of drove the price down a little bit. But I mean, a 10 in one of these things is a grail. I do like some of these newer Charizards. I think it's cool, but I love that old artwork. Like something like this right here. This is actually pretty cool. This is a die cut Charizard. This is the regular version, this is the die cut version, and this card right here is actually manufactured by Topps instead of Wizards of the Coast. I think it's a pretty sick card. You got this like flame kind of die cut pattern going on. The fire is like poking up from the card too. It's just super cool. I also got this card right here, which is from the movie Mewtwo Strikes Back. This was a movie card. Topps ended up manufacturing these too. I want to say this came out in around like 2000. Also got a few Tag Team Charizard and Reshiram cards. Got 3 of those things. Charizard and Blaziken. I'm not really too huge on Tag Team cards, but I think I'm missing a few more Charizards from Tag Team that I need to grab. But let's flip for the next page, and right here, I like this page a lot. This is really, really cool. First up, dude, do you know how many variants of this Charizard there is? I want to say there's like 3. It's weird. There's one with like a snowflake hollow. You can kind of tell on this card right here, this one has it, and this one. I think there's like 2 others, and I just don't, yeah. I don't have them. Especially when I'm trying to collect every like reverse hollow, regular hollow. Yeah, it's pretty tough. This one's pretty sick too. It has a swirl in the hollow. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but absolutely love that. I actually picked that up recently. We also have some of the newer ones. We got Charizard V alternate artwork right here. Picked up 2 of those. Shiny Charizard V Max, absolute banger. I forget how I got this one. This one I got in Japan. I'm usually not too big on Japanese cards. Again, I'm not trying to collect every Charizard, just the English Master blaster set. I picked this guy up in Japan too, and I don't think I have an English version of this yet. I might have picked it up recently. I don't know. I haven't went through this binder in a little bit. This one I just got recently too. This one's pretty cool. This is also a Topps Charizard. I actually bought a binder off of somebody for like $100 at a garage sale, and this was actually in there. It was a pretty stacked binder. There was a ton of hollows, ton of stuff, but of course, you know me, I was just looking for the Charizard at the end of the day. But flipping to the next page is where it slows down. Got some newer Charizards in here, and we got some older ones. This I actually just picked up recently. This is so cool. This Charizard right here is actually from Topps. It's a Japanese card. There is no English version of this. If we flip it over right here, it does have a green back. I'm pretty sure there's a green and a blue back. Technically, this is kind of the original first edition Charizard because this one came out in 1995, but not a lot of people know about that. This Charizard was like technically the first print of a Charizard, but not technically because Charizard had a name before called like Lizard something. Yeah, as you can see, I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to Charizard. But super cool card. Also got a base set Charizard in here. This one I ended up picking up in Japan. I would love the English version of this. I'm dying to get my hands on it. This right here is the Charizard from Classic Collection. This thing is super clean. I just love the hollow pattern on this. Seeing the border shine, the hollow shine, it's beautiful. I absolutely love this card. I'm dying to get this thing in English. Also got a Japanese Charizard from Evolutions, and we have some from Delta Species. Same thing with these. These look like the same card, but this one has a stamp on it. There's so many different variants. Yeah, but that right there is where this book leaves off. I do have something else in the back. These are just other random cards. This is pretty much my checklist of what I'm going off of. I created a spreadsheet where I tried to check off every Charizard that I got, and I don't even know where I'm at with it because I got lazy, and there's a few that I need to check off that I haven't checked off yet. But this right here is actually pretty sick, and it is along with the Charizard collection. I actually got this off of my boy Billy. Shout out to him. This right here is a full collection of the Uncut Burger King sheets from number 1 all the way to 20. Now inside here, we can slowly flip through and find, one second, it's coming up. Slowly but surely, ba-boom! We got the Burger King Charizard card, Uncut. It's pretty sick. On the back right here, we got a scene from Mewtwo Strikes Back. Pretty sick sheet though. I'm pretty sure it only comes with, oh, never mind, there's 2. Pretty sick though, 2 Charizards on these. It's pretty cool to have a full collection of each sheet. Seeing Burger King do something like this was just awesome at the time, which also brings me to something else, which is this guy right here. This right here is a 21 or 22 karat gold plated Charizard brick. This thing is super sick. They ended up releasing these at Burger King too. Now what's really cool about these is I feel like the price of these are gonna skyrocket pretty soon because PSA is actually grading these. They never graded them before, and now they're gonna end up grading these, and mine is in super bad condition. It's probably not worth grading, but I kind of want to send it in just to get this thing in a slab. It would be super cool. This right here is the Game Boy Red version. We do got Charizard right here on the cover. This is such a sick game. I do have a whole stack of different games, Game Boy games, but this is just a Charizard collection, okay? This is what I've been really trying to build up. Super fire game though. Countless hours on this one too. And we got this right here. This is like my grading submission box. Most of these cards right here I want to send in to get graded. It's looking kind of weak right now, but right here we got the metal Charizard. Definitely want to send this guy to get graded because again, getting that 10 would just be super sick. Ended up picking this one up in Japan. Technically this isn't Charizard, it's Pikachu, but he's wearing Charizard. How sick is that? Yeah. By the way, it is in like super clean condition. If I get a 10 on this thing, I will be crying of joy. We also got this guy right here, the Shining Charizard from Neo Destiny. This one is an absolute unit. Super clean on the back right here. Centering's good. There's like no whitening on any of the corners. If I get a 10 in this one, I'll be extremely happy too. I am missing the first edition Shining Charizard. This thing's expensive as it is, but then the first ed, the price goes up even more. Now this right here is sick. This was actually one of my things that I had in my childhood binder as a kid. I absolutely loved these right here. This right here is a lenticular bingo. Series 1 Charizard. Now the cool thing about this is right here you can see we got Charmander, Charmeleon, and who's this? We got Charizard. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure PSA grades these, so I do want to grade this one. The centering is kind of jacked, but I just want to see it in a slab. I think it would look really cool, but that's just some of the things that I want to grade. Now here's where we get to the fun part. I got a ton of slabs of different Charizard. What you're looking at right now is all Charizard. I'm just gonna grab one from the top and check it out. This right here is an older slab. We got that shining Charizard from Flashfire. This thing is so sick. It is actually in the old PSA slab, which is really cool. This one right here, I do have graded and a 9. Right here, we got a base set Charizard. I got a lot of base set Charizards in here. I'm trying to catch them all and grade them all. Condition on this guy is kind of decent. I want to say this one's like a lower grade. Let's see what it is. It's a 7. We'll take it. Again, I really don't care about the condition. I'm just about collecting. Would it be cool to have a 10 in this? Yeah. But we will definitely take the 7. Next up right here, we got a Dark Charizard non-holo from Rocket. This came out in 2000. Pretty fire card. This one looks like it hit the laundry machine a couple of times before we sent it into PSA. I'm seeing a solid 3 on this guy. It's a 2. We will take it. Deuces. Next up right here, we got a shadowless Charizard. I love the feeling of shadowless cards. Centering's a little jacked on this guy. I want to say it's probably a lower grade. What we got? 6. I love how I'm getting surprised at my own cards, but I haven't checked these guys out in a little bit. I have some of these that are hung up on the wall, but for the most part, some of these things just get locked away for a long time, and yeah. There's actually a ton of different holo foils of this card. There's like this like fire pattern holo, regular holo, and yeah, there's a few other ones. Trying to get them, haven't got them yet, but right here, we got a mint 9. This should have been a 10, okay? This is such a clean card. Pack fresh. Centering is beautiful. I don't even know how you go based off of centering on Topps cards, but super sick card. It's something you don't really see too often, like a Topps Pokemon card. I just thought it was so cool. Next up right here though, we got a Celebrations Charizard. Pretty sure I pulled this one on camera too, and we got a solid mint 9 on this guy. I'm trying to think if I have a 10 in this card. I might. I don't know. Next up, we got a Japanese card right here. This thing is an absolute banger. This right here is a promo card. Now, this is only in Japanese. Came from 2016. We got Venusaur over here trying to fight Charizard. That is not going to end well. This was such a sick promo card. This is actually graded through AGS, which is like a robot grading service. It's pretty cool. We got a mint 9.5. I'm not going to lie. If I were to crack this guy, probably send it into PSA, I think I could potentially have a 10 right here. But to be honest, I think it looks sick in this case. It's a Japanese card, something that's pretty rare, and if you think I'm cracking it, you're crazy because yeah. Right here though, we got a Radiant Charizard, the reverse holo from Pokemon Go. This one's pretty sick. I like the Radiant pattern with all like the squares and everything. We got a solid mint 9 right here. Pretty legit card. Before I even say anything about this card though, I am actually looking for a card that I've been looking for a long time, which I need your guys' help. All right, if you guys are out there and if you have this card, please hit me up on Instagram at ConnorTV. I'm looking to buy one. I don't care too much about the condition. If it's been through the washing machine and the laundry and you picked your teeth with it, I'm probably not gonna want it, but I'm looking for a Skyridge Charizard from Expedition. Those things are super hard to get. I've been looking all over for them for the past, I couldn't tell you how long. We got a non-holo Charizard from Expeditions right here. This one, we got a 6. Super cool card though. Right here though, next up, we got a Charizard from the Legendary Collection. These things are sick. Now, even though this Charizard looks like pretty much all the other ones, the only difference is this tiny little badge right here, which shows that it's from the Legendary Collection. This one is in pretty solid condition. Out of any Charizard from the Legendary Collection though, you already know which one I'm thinking of, and it's the firework pattern. The reverse holo, that thing is so sick. We got a mint 7.5 through AGS. Pretty cool card though. Next up right here, oh my gosh, this is an absolute banger. This card is so sick. We got the first edition Rocket's Dark Charizard holo. The holo is like super hard to see, but it is in there. To be honest, if you were looking for this card, I would just pick up the non-holo, but I mean the holo is still pretty sick. Right here, we got a mint 9. I want to say this card was actually in my childhood Pokemon card collection. I'm surprised I got that thing that clean. But hear me out. Right here, first edition Dark Charizard. This is the non-holo. And I mean, dude, if you like this card, which this one is completely beat. This one actually might have came from my binder as a kid. Just get this version, okay? You don't need the holo. Again, the holo is actually kind of sick, but this one's a lot less than the holo version. But right here, we got a 4. I'm surprised at that because this thing, yeah. Next up, oh man, this one's a banger. We got a $1,000 price tag on this one. But boom, we got the Charizard from the Legendary Collection, the reverse holo. This thing is so sick. I absolutely love this card. Look at the way this card hits in the light. The firework pattern gotta be the most iconic Charizard card. I mean, dude, it is just beautiful. We got a 5 in this one, we'll definitely take it. Why we got a $1,000 price tag on a 5 though, I don't know. One of my favorite cards though. I will definitely never get rid of this thing. And on top of it, I don't think I'm gonna get rid of any of these other cards. Right here, we got such a banger. I absolutely love these things. Any hollows from Expedition? Dude, any card from Expedition. Expedition is just the sweetest set. This Charizard does have a swirl in it. Super cool. Such a banger. We got a excellent 5 on this boy. I just love having this card. Super cool card. But we got another banger right here. Rainbow Charizard VMAX from Champion's Path. You know, I love this card. Dude, Rainbow Charizard in the mix. We got a PSA 10 on this boy right here. Insane card. To get a 10 on this thing, it's legendary. Next up right here, we got that promo again. Speak to me. We got another 10. I don't have too many 10s, but when I do get them, I'm happy about them. Even though this card has been mass produced, it's a promo. There's tons of them out there. I'm happy to get a 10 in this guy for a good price anyways. It's not in the best condition, but I'm just happy that I got it. Getting a 10 in this thing would have been crazy, but the 5 though. I want to say a 10 is too much money and I cannot afford it. Do I want a 10? Yes. Am I going to get one? Probably not. I'm happy with my 5. I'm halfway there, okay? Next up though, we got a Charizard from Evolutions. We got the regular holo super fire card. We got this one in a mint 9. I'm pretty sure I ended up pulling this one actually. Love the look of this card. I do prefer the base set other than this one. And last but not least, we got the Topps Charizard non-holo insane card, okay? It's not the holo, but it's super fire. We got a mint 8 on this one. I ended up pulling this one out of a pack, out of one of the Topps tins. Love the artwork on this card, but that right there wraps it up for all the graded cards that I have, all the graded Charizards that I have. Go down in the comments and let me know what your favorite card was that I have. Also, I almost forgot to mention about these Charizard boards right here. I actually got a couple of these Santa Cruz Charizard boards. I do not have the gold one yet, but I'm dying to get the gold one. That thing is so cool. I ended up making a video about opening up all these, and I pulled a ton and a ton of different Charizard boards out of these things, which if you haven't checked that video out, you should definitely go check it out. Dude, that is freaking ridiculous. I love that. I got a few more Charizard cards up there that I didn't pull off the wall. There's a ton of empty Velcro command strips left on the wall. That's because I took them down to show you guys. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for the Charizard collection. But show guys, that right there is gonna wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go down in the comments, let me know what your favorite card was. And as always, do not forget to smash that subscribe button. But y'all, I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.